Hebrew Israelites. We give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shah, and double honors to the elders of GMS and to all the brothers that are doing the work. Shalom. Today we're going to go into some scriptures that the Most High is bonded by His word. And whatever the Most High say, it is going to happen. And the Most High and His Son, they do not lie, man. So whatever the Most High say, all the prophecy He wrote in the book, it is going to come true. Most of the prophecies already came true already. We're just waiting for the mark of the beast to come, and America to go into Iran, and martial law in America. And the last, the greatest prophecy is when the chariots come over here, all you know is UFOs, and destroy America, and redeem the elect of the nation of Israel, and take them back to the kingdom of heaven. The first scripture we're going to call for the book of Isaiah.
Isaiah 55 and 11. So shall my word be that go forth out of my mouth. It shall not return to me void.
Yeah, so if you go there and speak it, man, ain't nobody out there, just you and the air. You got angels out there, man. So you might think ain't nobody out there. There's angels taking back your word to the Most High. So your word, so if you go there and ain't nobody out there, man, you're doing yourself a good thing, man, because your word is never going out void, man. Your word is always going back to the Most High.
But it shall accomplish that which I please.
Yeah, so the Most High word, man, whatever the Most High say, it is going to accomplish, man. The Most High prophesied the downfall of America in the book of Revelation. It is going to come to pass. So you can see America is falling right now. Let's look at the economics. America going into Syria soon. That's the third World War that's prophesied in the book of Revelations and the book of Ezekiel, the 38 and 39 chapter.
Alright. Yeah. It shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
Yeah, so wherever the Most High sent His word, man, it is going to prosper, man. We go out on the streets every Saturday, all the brothers you see going out there, and condemning this place. That ain't us speaking, man. That's the Most High speaking through us, man, to condemn this place, America.
Numbers 23:19. The Most High is not a man that He should lie.
Yeah, the Most High ain't a man. He's higher than a man, man. Most High, He's the one that get all the security of the world. So the Most High ain't never gonna lie, man. All the promises He made to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Moses, all King David, they're all gonna come to pass, man. He said at the end, man. At the end, the reason why the Israelites are down here today, man, is bad position because we break the promises that the Most High made with Moses and the children of Israel. That's why we on the streets, we ain't got no way to live, we broke, we want to rob each other, we want to kill each other. If Israel had only followed the laws of the Most High, we'd have never been in this position because the Most High say he would never lie. The Most High say, he told Moses, if we break His laws, He's going to bring nations about us, man. He's going to put us in captivity. Is that scripture?
Yeah, Baruch 4 and 6. You were sold to the nation, not for your destruction.
Yeah, this is the Most High speaking there through Baruch. He said you are sold to this nation, you are sold to every nation under the earth, not for destruction.
But because you moved the Most High to wrath.
Yeah, because we got the Most High mad, man. We pissed the Most High off. How did we piss the Most High off, man? We went falling after these strange gods that was created by hand that don't profit you nothing. We break the covenant that He made with the covenant that He made with Moses and the children of Israel. We broke that, man. But back then, ain't all Israel was bad back then. It had the prophets back then, man. But the Most High said He took the whole nation down. But when the Most High gonna take ESAU on the so-called white man, He ain't no such thing as a good Edomite. He gonna take the whole nation of Edom down.
You was delivered unto your enemies, but He provoked Him that made you by sacrifice unto devils and not to the Most High.
Yeah, so the Most High was pissed off, man. We keep sacrificing to these idols made by hand and these other nations, gods, man. That's why we in the position that we in here in America, still in captivity.
Deuteronomy 28 and 15. But it shall come to pass if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of thy Lord thy power.
This right here, man, it's showing to you that the Most High is bonded by His word and He cannot lie, man. He said this to Moses: if these hard-headed Israelites don't keep my laws, statutes, and commandments, this is what I'm going to do to them.
to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all of these curses shall come upon thee.
Yeah, ain't cursing the streets, man. Everywhere you go, man, you have people suffering from Israelites suffering from Judah, Benjamin, Levi, the Latin tribes, the Native American tribe. Every sick, every suffering from cancer. Every always the first one to go to the hospital, man. That's curses you got upon us, man.
And overtake thee, cursed shall thou be in thy city, and cursed thou shalt thou be in thy field.
In New York City, in America full of cities, anywhere we go, man, we can't open up businesses, man. Because we get curses on us, man. The Most High put those curses on us for breaking his laws.
Alright? Cursed shall thou be thy basket in thy store. Cursed shall be thy fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy kin.
Yeah, the basket of the store, man. We can't grow nothing, man. Anything we grow, man, is going to be cursed. They say because that basket of that body, all over, and back in slavery time and up to the day, man, our kids, and our own kids, man, they belong to the government, man.
The increase of thy kin and the flock of thy sheep. I'm going to skip down to the 64th verse. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all the people from the one end of the earth even unto another.
And Israel scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. We got Israelites in China, in Africa, in Israel. We got Israelites that look like so-called Jews. The reason why the Most High did that, because we broke his laws, man. So he said, you want to be like the nation, you want to act like the nation, you want to make us look like the nation. Looking like these nations, man, is a curse, man. Looking like the so-called white man is a curse.
Alright? Even Salaki, and of the earth even of the other, and thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Yeah, so our fathers, man, they didn't know the seeds of bullshit as today, man. If our fathers look today, man, and see all people serving seeds of bullshit, man, they're gonna they will decapitate us, man, put us to death, man.
Yep. And even wood and stone.
Yeah, so yeah. You serve wood, you serve stone, man. All these idols that made of wood and stone, don't you serve them, man?
Yeah. Matthew 5:18. But verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one title shall in no wise pass from the Lord.
Yeah, this is the Lord speaking here. We know Jesus Christ, but we know about Yahweh, man. Heaven and earth is never going to come to pass, man. The heaven and earth abide forever. So the laws of the Bible, ain't you people say the churches come and say, and when the Lord came on the earth, you can't keep the laws no more, man. The law's still forever, man. We still living in the Bible days. So the laws is going to go on for generation and generation, and we still going to keep the laws in the kingdom of heaven.
Real quick precept.
Yeah.
Revelations 22:18. For I testify every man that hear the words of the prophecy of this book.
Yeah, the whole Bible, New Testament and Old Testament and the Apocrypha.
If any man shall add unto these things, the Most High shall add unto him the plagues.
If you tell a man he ain't got to keep the laws, because when the Lord came for us and he died for the whole world, and we under grace, I mean, you got to keep the laws no more, you're going to be cut off from the book of life, man. Alright? And all the plagues on this book is going to come upon you.
Got written on this book.
Yeah.
Because, can I say something?
Yeah,
because the reason why I brought this out, because the brother said, even from Genesis to Revelation, this is still continuously Bible times. Even in the kingdom, this can still be Bible time. So the Lord specifically said, if any man take away from this book, or the prophecy of these books, meaning this book is going to be for everlasting. Alright? So the Lord is bound by his word. And that's what we get into. Alright, back to Matthew 5:18. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one title shall in no wise pass from the Lord.
Yeah, so the laws, man, the laws is in the Bible. This is the Lord speaking here, man. So you people in the church is a bunch of liars, man. You flip the Lord's words, man, and say you told people in the church, we ain't got to keep the laws is done away with, man. But the Lord say you got to keep the laws, man, until the end, until forever. The laws are never going to done away with, man.
Alright? Till all be fulfilled. And that's the key. Till all be fulfilled. Alright? This book is not done. it's far from being done.
Yeah.
All right. I got something. She said the earth abide forever.
Yeah.
Isaiah 45 and 18. But thus saith the Lord that created the heavens, the Most High Himself that formed the earth and made it. He established it. He created it not in vain. He formed it to be inhabited.
Yeah, the Most High, man, He made the blueprint, and He gave the blueprint to His Son, Yahweh and the angels, and they are the one that created the earth, man. And the earth abided forever. So ain't no such thing as no the earth is gonna be destroyed by a meteorite, man. That's all fantasy, man. The only places on this earth is gonna be destroyed and nobody gonna have it forever is America. That's the only place that's gonna be destroyed forever and never gonna be inhabited again. That's it?
Yeah.
This is the book of that's in Matthew, right?
Matthew 5 and 18?
Yeah.
Oh, you want more? Alright. Whosoever therefore shall, Matthew 5 and 19.
That's it.
Okay.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 8. Yahweh shall the same yesterday and today and forever.
Yeah, meaning what? The Lord has never changed. The Lord has not, it's not like your ordinary man that changes his mind. Should I go eat this? Should I do this? No, the Lord is strictly disciplined, so to speak. You know what He wants, you know what He said, and that's what He's going to do. He hasn't changed. That means the Lord said that He didn't come for the rest of the world. He didn't come for the rest of the world. He only came for the elect of Israel, and ultimately the whole entire Israel. That's what the Lord came and died for. Alright? He didn't die for all these other nations. So all that things that you learn in the churches and everything like that, that's all a lie. That's just a pacified people thinking that the Lord accepts everybody. The Lord does not accept everybody. The Lord chooses who He wants. Alright? So the Lord never changed. From the beginning to the end. Alright?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 34, verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read.
What book is that? The Bible. Alright? The Bible. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord. It's ironic because, brothers always talk about the Lord, but the Lord is life in general. Alright? It's not going to save you ultimately, but the Lord, when He comes back, when everybody's going to be perfect, well, that's what we're going to do is the Lord. The Lord. So it's like, alright?
Yeah, it says the Lord.
Huh?
It says, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read.
Yeah, this is the book of the Lord. And the scripture, and this is not only the book of the Lord, it's the law of the Lord. Alright? It's the living proof. This is the living waters. Alright? That's why they have dietary laws. That's why they have laws of the land. This law for everything in this book. Alright? If you're sick, there's ways of the Lord tell you to take the herbs. The so-called white man wants you to go to his pharmaceuticals and make millions of dollars billions of dollars over the people. When all you have to do is just grow the right proper stuff and you take it correctly and you'll be alright. But ultimately you have to pray to the Lord.
It says, seek ye out the book of the Lord and read. No one of these.
No one of what? Prophecy. Alright? Not one single prophecy would go on.
Shall fail.
Shall fail. Meaning what? This is the Lord's bond. This is never gonna break. Alright? The Lord is gonna break America in half. The Lord is not only gonna break America, He's gonna destroy Esau. Alright? And all these other nations He's gonna put into captivity. And ultimately He's gonna take Israel out of this hellhole and get it put in a proper place. But before that, the Lord's gonna destroy 2/3 of Israel. Alright? Now one of these things shall fail. These things have to happen. Alright? One way or another, the Lord's gonna make it happen.
It says, none shall want her mate.
None shall. You cannot match this book with any book in the world. You can't match it with the Quran, the holy book of the dead, because none of them are true. They're all falsified books. Alright? Because out of all the books in the world, this is the only book that stands the strongest. That prophecy comes true. You can't find certain prophecies in the Quran like that's going on right now, or any other book. Alright? This is historical. This is prophecy to things going to happen, things that have been happened. And you got evidence that's out there showing you all these things that happened. Sodom and Gomorrah got destroyed. To this day for it, they know the landscape, but they can't explain why it got destroyed for it. They try to come up with a whole bunch of crazy ass ideas, but they still don't know. Because what? Because this book is true. Alright? You know?
It says, for our mouth had commanded, and his spirit had gathered them.
Hey, gathered who? The elect. They commanded the elect. Meaning, go to Daniel's, was it 12 and 10? Because meaning what? If you was in this world, well, not Salaki, if you was in your previous world as a prophet, you're going to come back as a prophet. If you was a nigga, you're going to come back as a nigga. If you was anything that the Lord have you in that position, you're going to come back into that same position. Read it.
Book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 10. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly.
Yeah, meaning what? Many people is going to come to read this book. If you're not the elect, you're going to continue being wicked. Alright? If you're a so-called cracker or any of these nations, you know, this book is not for you. Alright? You know?
It says, and none of the wicked shall understand.
None of the wicked shall understand, because they sit there, they see things in how can I say, not a common way. They see things in a non-spiritual way. Alright? Because this is a spiritual book. If the Lord said do this, they will do it with no understanding, because they're natural men. They're not spiritual. They're not spiritual beings. That's why this book is only made for the elect. You know?
It says, but the wise shall understand.
The wise shall understand. They're going to continue to do good choices. That's what wisdom means, to do a good choice. The wise is going to know what to do. You know, it's there.
It says, and from the time that the daily sacrifice shall be taken away.
It's like,
we get Ezekiel 25 verse 14. So yeah, man, so we still on the topic that the Most High is a man that he can't lie, man. The Most High say, you're to give us vengeance on the so-called white man, who known in the Bible as ESAU, the Edomites. The Most High say he's going to do what it is going to be done, man.
Ezekiel 25 and 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom.
Yeah, the Most High say he's going to lay his vengeance upon Edom. How is the Most High going to lay his vengeance upon Edom? He's going to use his people, the Israelites, to bring vengeance upon Edom. The one who was put on the earth to play the wicked, the one who is in power right now, the so-called white man. He's the one that's going down, and the one that's coming up is the Israelites, man.
By the head of my people, Israel.
Yeah, so the Most High got a favorite people, man. He said the Most High, he loved everybody, man. The Most High is a separatist. The Most High always loved Israel. Israel is always going to be his number one chosen people, man.
And they shall do in Edom according to my anger.
Yes, so the Most High is angry, man. The Most High, his son is angry, and the Most High is angry, man. So the Most High say he's going to do upon his anger, upon Edom, man, for what he did to his people, the apple of his eye.
According to my fury. Meaning what? The Lord is going to put the spirit in Israel. Because, you know, jakes are not mad enough. Alright? Even when you wake up, you're not mad enough. The Lord's going to actually put a spirit in you to go out and get your revenge on these people. Not only Edom, all these other nations. Alright? And they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord.
Yeah, so in that day, man, that day could be this summer, this year, next year. We hasten that day when the Most High put a spirit on the 2/3 to jump on this so-called white man, and bring him down, man.
Like I said.
That's it?
Yeah. Zechariah 9 and we start at 13. 9 and 13. When I have bent Judah from me and filled the bowl with Ephraim.
Yeah, who is Judah? The Judah is the southern kingdom, known as Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. And Ephraim is known as the other 10 tribes that came over here.
And raise up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece.
Yeah, because the first 2 tribes, the Most High going to raise up and everybody's going to follow is Judah, the so-called Negro, and Ephraim, who's the Puerto Ricans today. When the Most High raised them up, man, all the rest of the tribes is going to follow, man, to bring this so-called white man down, man.
And made thee as the sword of a mighty man.
Yeah, so the Most High got a sword, man. And the Most High sword is the nation of Israel.
And the Lord shall be seen over them, and his arrows shall go forth as lightning.
Yeah, so the Most High got favorites, man. The Most High gonna be over them, gonna put his power on the Israelites, man. He gonna have spiritual power, man. The Most High gonna let us beat down the other nations, man. Especially the so-called white man.
And the Lord Yahweh shall blow the trumpet, and shall go forth with a whirlwind of the south.
Yeah, man, so when that trumpet is blown, man, you get on Jeremiah 51:20. So when that trumpet is blown, man, and it's time for you, you don't mind see their ass whooping, man. I hope you will cry peace, man, because you got us here in slavery still today, man. And you got to pay back. The Most High say you got to pay back for what you did to us, man.
Jeremiah 50, or 19?
No, 51.
51 and 19.
Yeah, all right.
The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he's the former of all things.
Yes, so Jacob, man, anything Jacob do, everybody else do, man. The nation of Israel, man, also known as Jacob. So we the form of all things, man. Anything we do, people follow us, man. Basketball, dances, and even in the business world, anything we do, we the one that created all these inventions, man. We the one that did it. I have America going, man. Back then we had Egypt going. Any society we in, man, in captivity, man, we the souls of the earth, so we had that captivity going, man. We had that place going.
For precept?
Yeah.
Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him.
Yeah, man, we be out there standing in great boldness, man, on the street corners. The reason why we stand there is because we bold. We get the spirit of the Most High and His Son upon us, man. And who afflicted us, man? You people, yeah, you 2/3 out there, man. We got enemies, man. It wasn't somebody to afflict you. You got our enemies, and our enemies, our top enemy on the earth, is the so-called white man, these Hamites, these Africans, these Arabs, these Chinese, man. These other nations, man. Those are our enemies, man.
And made no account of his labors.
Yeah, all our labors we did, building up America, doing all these inventions. All these inventions came from the so-called Negroes or the Latino tribes, man. We the one that created everything here, man.
All right, back to Jeremiah 51 and 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them, but he's the former of all things. And Israel is the rod of his inheritance.
Yeah, so the rod of the Most High inheritance, man, is Israel. So we're gonna be. You got 18 nations. The top nation on the earth is Israel. The other 17 nations, you was made on the earth to be slaves, man. So you gotta be happy with your position, man. We beat as a top nation, and we slave right now, man. That proving to you that the Most High is a fair power, man. You get all the other nations a chance on top, man. No, it's our chance on top, and we're never going to go down again, man, because we're going to have the laws in our inward thoughts, man.
The Lord of hosts is his name.
The Lord of hosts mean the Lord of armies, man. So the Most High, the man of war, and the Most High got armies, man. So the Most High going to send his army here, the Israelites, and the angels and the chariots to destroy this place of America, man.
Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war.
Yeah, so the Most High got a battle axe and his weapon of war. So he said Israel is his battle axe and his weapon of war. What does the battle axe do? Cut people up, man. So we're going to cut you other nations up, man.
For with thee will I break in pieces the nations.
Yeah, so the Most High say gonna break you, man. Most High didn't say that thee gonna show love to the other nations. He said we're gonna break you up. Righteously break your other nations, man. All your other nations is a bunch of your other nations, man. You're all a bunch of wicked people, man. You try to say you're in the Bible, but you don't keep the Bible never made for you, man. You broke all the laws of the Bible, man. You make lies against us. You come against us, man. In the UN building, man. You come against us. So the Most High sees everything, man.
All right. And with thee, I will destroy kingdoms.
Yes, the Most High going to use us to destroy kingdoms. In America, the kingdom, man, the EU nations kingdom and in these NATO nations kingdom, the Most High gonna use us, man.
Can I say something too? Because a couple of years ago in was it London, England? I forgot where. There was a Jake that got killed, and Jake went crazy out there.
Oh,
that was, you know, remember that, right?
Yeah.
And they went crazy. They was going to not only their neighborhoods to fuck shit up, they wanted to go to every other neighborhood, well, all these other nations, and that was going on for for almost a week or two.
Yeah.
That's to show you how when Jake is really angry and he can't take it no more, he's gonna destroy things. All right. Back in Jeremiah 51:21.
That's it.
There's more.
All right.
And with thee will I break in pieces the horses and his rider.
Yeah, so all your military vehicles, the tanks, the planes, Most High gonna break you up, man. Your planes, your tanks, ain't gonna save you in that day, man.
And with thee I will break in pieces the chariots and his rider.
Yes, the so-called white man got the chariots too, man. Your tanks, your planes, your ships, your war machines, man. In that day, man, you gonna be like a woman in that day, man. When you see the power of the Most High and the angels with those chariots, man.
And with thee also will I break in pieces men and women.
Yeah, so Most High gonna break man and woman, man. So the Most High ain't care about you woman, man. You Edomite woman, man. You woman in other nations, man. The Most High gonna kill you in that day, man. You proud woman, man. The Most High gonna deal with you in that day.
And with thee I will break in pieces old and young.
Yeah, if you're old, if you're 99 years old, or you're 9 months years old, if you're 9 weeks, 9 months, 9 minutes, man. Yeah, man, the Most High gonna break you in that day, man.
And with thee I will break in pieces the young man and the maid.
Yeah, what a young man and a maid. A maid is a young woman. You a young woman too. So that prove to you that Most High ain't respect to other persons, man. You don't care if you're old, you're young, a woman, a man, you're sick. He's gonna break you up in that day, man.
I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock.
Yeah, all you false pastors, you false Israelite pastors, you false Israelite teachers, man. Most High gonna break his own people in that day too, man.
And with thee I will break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of ox. And with thee I will break in pieces captains and his rulers.
Yeah, so all you the army, the military, the navy, the fight section of the military, man. Most High gonna break you in that day, man. With his chariots, man. Something you can't even, something gonna destroy you, man, in one shot.
Yeah, because that's the respect of a person. So Lord don't have no respect for a person. Period. No matter what position you're in, he's gonna get you. That's why basically the scripture is saying. And I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea.
Yeah, if you don't know who Babylon is speaking about America. America is the daughter of Babylon. Don't America follow all these customs of Babylon? They got all the idols of Babylon here in America, man. You got faggots over here in America, you got lesbians. We just passed a law yesterday. It's alright for faggots to get married, a nationwide, it ain't state no more, the whole nation. So that's one step closer in getting the Most High angry, man, to destroy this place, man.
All the evil that they have done in Zion, and in your sight, saith the Lord.
Yeah, Zion represents the nation. So whoever Israel is, man, it represents Zion. We here in America, the people represent Zion, man. So the Most High see everything, man. The Most High gonna destroy this place, man.
Behold, I'm against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord.
Yeah, the Most High is against us America. When you see American government, man, it's American government. The Most High ain't this American government, man. So the Most High, you know, with the God bless America, man. The Most High is against this place, man. The Most High hate this place.
The destroyer of all the world, all the earth's like.
Yeah, ain't the so-called white man he's still in every country today, man. He went all since the day of since he came into power, as the Greeks, as the Romans, and the last leg of the Roman Empire, which is America, NATO and EU, and they all over the earth destroying the place. We want to go into Syria right now and destroy Syria. Ain't you do the enough destroying, man? You destroying all these families, man. You came over here, you destroyed the Native Americans, was at peace for you. You destroyed the Negroes in the islands, man. So the Most High see what you did to his people, man.
What quick precept?
Yeah.
On Revelation 6 and 4. And they went out and another horse that was red.
Yeah, the so-called white man, the Edomites, the red horse was spoken in the book of Revelations.
And power was given unto him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
Yeah, how did he get that power? When he was going back to when he was Edom and Esau, when he had Esau and he asked for a blessing, which was your sword. Once that sword is a killing instrument. So anything you take, you gotta take it by force with a sword, man. Can you read Revelations again?
Revelation 6 and 4. And there went out another horse that was red. And power was given unto him.
Yeah. Who gives the so-called white man that power? The Most High gave that power, man.
Yeah, through the blessing of what? Isaac. And then I'm about to get that right real quick.
Yes. I show you the Most High is an equal. You give you power. They said the only way you're gonna get that power is shoot a sword and you kill it, man, and you bloodshed.
Genesis 3 and 27 and 39. Isaac his father answered said to him.
Yeah, Isaac is Esau's father. So Esau was crying because Jacob stole his blessing, so he wanted a blessing. So he was crying to his father for a blessing.
Behold, that dwelleth shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of the heaven from above. And by thy sword shall thou live.
Yeah, by the sword shall thou live, man. So yes, the sword is a killing instrument, man. Ain't you pointing nuclear weapons at other countries? Ain't you got any selling guns to other country? Ain't you got bases in all these countries all over the earth? Most of these countries all over the world and garrisons, man. That's your blessing, man. The sword. You never took that from my peace, man. Everything you took is by the gun, man. And when you say you bring in democracy is worse than the sword, man. You bring that false Christianity. You put woman over man, man. That democracy is worse than your sword, man.
Yeah, because that democracy also put people to sleep.
Yeah.
Because this so-called white man comes in peacefully and put everybody's guard down. And as soon as they got their guard down, here he is, you're going to kill him and fuck him over. You know, I got to be blunt about it, but that's what happened. And throughout history, that's what happened with this so-called white man. Back to Revelation 6 and 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given unto him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
Yeah, so ever since the so-called white man came into power, man, as the Greeks, and after he went down and came back as the Romans, man, there always been war on the earth, man. There never was peace on the earth, man. And up to today, the last leg of the Roman Empire, man, ain't no peace on this earth, man. You always want to go into somebody's country, man, and drone. You gotta fly some drone over somebody's country, or bombing somebody, or assassinating somebody, man. That ain't peace, man. That's you, man. That's you who scripture speak. That scripture fit you, man. That scripture fit the so-called white man.
And that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
Yeah, that great sword is your blessing, man. To destroy the earth, you can destroy the earth, man. You destroy the air, people can't breathe properly. You destroy the water, you got fluoride in the water. You got chemtrails in the air, fluoride in the water. You pollute the people's mind, man. So the most I gotta take you on the power, man.
Back to Jeremiah 51 and 25. Behold, I'm against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord, which destroy all the earth. I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and roll thee down from the rocks, and I will make thee a burnt mountain.
Yeah, so you're gonna make America a burnt mountain, man. And after America, yeah, America will be destroyed, man. Because the reason why America will be destroyed, because the Most High said it, man. And whenever the Most High said it is going to come to pass. So people say we live in a fantasy land. America is never going to be destroyed. It's going to come back. It's going to flourish. The Most High love America. The Most High is going to destroy this place in America, man. With nuclear fire, man.
Isaiah 13 and 19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency.
Yeah, America was. No, but America wasn't in the heydays. People told America was paved with gold. They told the people was paved with gold. Everybody wanted to come over here. America was the glory of all kingdoms. They had the bombs. They blew up. When they blew up on Japan, man, those two cities, man, everybody was scared of America, man, and everybody wanted to come to America because America was not coming up, man. They had cars, they had new houses and shit. The economy was booming. America was a shit back then, but it ain't no shit no more, man. It's falling. The Most High took the spirit away from America. No, it's falling.
Right. And the beauty of the Chaldeans' excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah, so the Most High is comparing America to Sodom and Gomorrah, but America passed Sodom and Gomorrah today. They got, back then, there was such thing as sex changes, man. You got sex changes in America now. You got gays from the age of what, like 6, 7 years old. They passed gay marriages, man. They got man wearing dress, woman wearing man clothing, man. So it's worse than Sodom and Gomorrah, man.
And it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it ever be dwelt from generation to generation.
Yeah, because ancient Babylon, it still got people living in ancient Babylon today, man. But this Babylon is talking about is America. America will never ever, as the Most High say, be inhabited forever, man.
Neither shall the Arabian pitch his tent there.
Neither shall these Arabs came over here and sell their bullshit no more, man. All the stuff on the streets, man. All the bodegas, man. They're gonna go back home, man. The ones that ain't go back home, they're gonna be destroyed here in America with the nuclear missiles.
Neither shall the shepherds make their fold there, but wild beasts of the desert shall lie there.
They're like crows and ravens and scorpions and rattlesnakes. They the only thing that's gonna be over here, desert creatures. When America is destroyed, ain't no life after America. Ain't no living soul that's gonna be over here in America, man.
And their houses shall be filled of dreadful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there.
Yeah, desert birds, man. The only thing that's gonna be here is desert birds and desert creatures, man.
And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, the dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come.
Yeah, the Most High say, as again, the show is, the Most High is bonded by His word. The Most High say the destruction of America is near, man. So you gotta hasten this day. Ain't no time to be falling off, man. Ain't no time to be getting weak. See, the Most High is sending His son back. You wanna get weak? Ain't no time to do that, man. Because this is the best, as the elders say. This is the best time to be an Israelite, man. This is the best time. This is the time that all the prophets back then wanted to be at, man, at the end.
And her days shall not be prolonged.
Yeah, so the destruction of America ain't going to be prolonged, man. Because the Most High says it, man. The reason why people say it's long, man, because one day with the Most High, 1,000 years to you is a day to the Most High, man. And one day to you, 1,000 days to you is one day with the Most High, and one day with the Most High is 1,000 days to you, man. So it might seem long since the sun left the earth, man. It's only been 2,000 years for you, but the Most High it's been 2 years, 2 days, man. So you gotta hold firm, man. Because the Most High, the day you strike off, man, it's gonna be the day that the Most High send His son back here, man. And you're gonna be part of the 2/3, man. So with that, man, we're going to say Shalom, and all praises to Yahweh, Baal Shem Yahweh Shai, and double honors to the elders of GMS. Shalom.